we're both kind of being dicks.
Boys will be
Pines?
boys.
I'm back.
It is
I
quite
missed the door
literally
frame.
boys being boys.
Boys being boys.
Monkey brain, literally.
Oh yeah, chimp brain.
Well, you guys are gray and angry, so this should be interesting.
Okay. Here are a few things to keep in mind. Now, sorry Harlow, but Virtue, Rock Crusher, and Harlow all have disadvantage on Constitution saving throws. And now all Charisma checks and saving throws as well.
Bro! Excuse me.
Is that just like a DM punishment or something?
Is this
There's
spice?
a reason. There's a reason.
You're just not going
You
to tell
might
us.
learn the reason.
You will learn the reason eventually. But for now, you guys just suck at understanding emotions. It will get worse. Don't worry.
Oh no.
Goddamn Mirage Blade gave us autism.
So I'm gonna have to be the one to try and make sure y'all are gonna try and kill each other. I don't think I can hold back Rock.
Who knows?
Or
It might
Harlow.
happen. It might happen
any of
to
them.
you too. Who knows?
If I play my cards right, that doesn't happen.
Question.
Yeah.
Question. Before we get into this, since I know I asked this last session, but I'm going to ask again. Since Virtue is a therapist, is it alright if I don't react as dramatically as, say, a 7-foot dragon or a
Sure.
6-foot?
But cognitively, you're still the same, but you can act like nothing is happening.
Yeah, like, so basically, I can. I'm still gonna express that Virtue would be maybe seem a little bit more pissed off than usual. But it's kind of like I'm not gonna be punching people or party members.
Medical professionals are still allowed to get pissed off.
Yes, there you go.
They just understand better why stuff happens.
The resting bitch face is basically just hardened on Virtue's face.
Yeah.
I would say they're still human, but it doesn't really work in this case, considering none of us are.
They're still humanoid.
Yes, yeah. We're still humanoid.
Some more than others. Anyways.
Yep.
So last session, Otto came back. Congratulations, with the help of Quinn. And he also gave you a quest to give gifts to all of the tribe leaders. You have completed the Burrowing Blade tribe leader very easily, seeing as it is Harlow's father. And then, after that, after stopping in a town that got completely destroyed through the Underground War, trying to get some working and destroying a bone-gone creature that disintegrated into dust, you all arrived in X. I still can't pronounce it.
No
X
one can.
is home to the Mirage Blade leader. And after a bit of altercation and a very, very large distraction, the Mirage Blade creature got all of you, snatched you up, and then took you to the giant golden theater in the center of town. Now, at the end of the session, I said that you went into this white area, white room. You didn't go there. Sorry. Just sounded weird. So here's what actually happened, okay? So you're still stuck with the Mirage Blade creature. You're all awake, but you are all being grappled very, very easily. So the Mirage Blade creature runs to the top of the theater building and bellows. It opens its mouth and swallows all of you whole.
Ooh.
As you slide through the mouth of the Mirage Blade, its long tongue flips in and makes a slimy ride down into the stomach. As you slide down, you see a bright light at the end of the tunnel of its organs. Entering the light, your vision goes with it until you feel water on your bodies. It isn't acid, it's just water. As your vision clears, all of you are in a very large bath. It has a waterfall flowing into it from the backside, and there are suds and bubbles forming at the surface. Next to you is a faceless water figure similar to the one that was down in the caves that swallowed Otto in Rock Crusher Hole. But they aren't trying to attack you, they're just warming up the bath and adding soap into it every once in a while. The room that you're in with this water bath looks to be a small private bathhouse. The walls are painted in different shades of green, blue, white, and gray. There are no doors and not even windows. But there are potted plants in the corners and 4 hampers along the wall labeled with your names on it. In each hamper are all of your belongings, items, weapons, and clothing.
That's the bath episode.
Whoa.
The
Oh,
bath
I can hear.
episode.
Why did we? Why? This is. I don't know how to react to this. This is new.
What are you gonna do?
Um.
Is it all just one body of water, or is there ground I can crawl up onto?
There's ground you can crawl up.
How deep
I
is
would
the
like
water?
to get out of the water, please.
Okay.
Do we have any like undergarments while we're in this bath, or like we
No.
just?
Wait, we don't
I
have
mean, like,
undergarments?
Well, thank God I
On.
have.
They're in the hampers.
oh,
Ah,
Thank
so
God.
they've
Thank God
already
I'm wearing
been.
fur.
There are towels
Okay,
next to the bath, though.
Yeah, I will
Okay.
take a towel.
I was definitely getting out this water and getting a towel.
That was
Stinkies.
rude. Stealing my clothing.
It was a bath just for you.
I think after making a scene, we would get a bath.
Yeah. The bath, I'll say, is about like 10 feet wide and long.
Okay.
It's pretty big.
Comfortable.
You're not like squishing next to each other.
How deep we talking here? Stand upable?
It's standable. For you,
Okay.
it might be like nipple showing if you had nipples, but
Sure
Ooh,
think
well,
let's say it's like
okay.
5 feet deep.
Pixelated. There's a ray
Yeah.
of sunlight that just blocks them off.
Yeah. You'd have to crouch a little bit to keep your entire body underwater, but it is standable.
Cool.
The bath is warm. What are you guys gonna do? There are no doors, no windows.
Is there like changing rooms?
No.
Oh, lovely.
I don't like this. I don't like
Well,
it
I
here.
know for me, I don't know about y'all, but I know I'd be decently fine compared to y'all 3. Or at least I think Rock would be fine.
Yeah, you could literally walk around naked. Nobody would care.
If it's like
I mean, it's still decent.
if it's up to my chest, that it's still like 6 feet deep. Otto is gonna have to be treading water here.
I
There's
already swam out. I said, I'm out.
there's a little ledge that you can sit on.
I was just about to say that Virtue would kind of like sit on the ledge, wrapped in a towel, just kind of like looking around.
I was just shaking their legs of the water. Just like, ugh, this is. Here we go again.
Does that mean Virtue hasn't got the mask on at this point? If everything that we
Did
own
they
was
steal my
positive
mask?
mask.
Yes, they did.
Well, at least they didn't want to waterboard me.
Oh my god.
Okay, have you ever tried to breathe when you had a wet mask on?
Yes, actually, I have.
It's
Yes, it's
Or
horrible.
actually.
mask.
It is.
It's horrible.
Well, shall we get changed?
I'm alright. It's just kind of nice.
I mean, I think we should probably not stay in the water too long. We don't really know what's in it or what's the whole deal with it.
I'd hope everything doesn't try to kill us, so I'm gonna stay in here.
I
Seems kind of nice.
normally
Well,
don't
I mean,
expect to be eaten by giant animals and then end up in a bath.
we're obviously dead. This is the afterlife.
If it
We're
was
dead.
I don't think we're dead.
I-
If we were, I would not be here.
We were eaten by a giant creature. I'm fairly sure we're dead. It seems like being dead, you know? You sort of eaten by a creature, boom, you're in the bath somewhere.
I mean, by your
You know what?
logic,
Being deaf could be worse.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting much worse. So I'm cool with this.
if we give you like 10 minutes, will you come out and put your clothes on?
I mean, sure.
Alright, fine. 10 minutes and then everyone gets their clothes on.
Make it 5 minutes. I'll be quick. Just
Alright. It's up to you.
just like do a bit of doggy paddle.
Gertrude, would you like to
Rub-
get changed now, since you don't seem to be in the water anymore?
I'm just trying to soak in what just happened. No joke intended.
Hey.
I can
It's hard for all of us to really take in at the moment. These two seem to be
Oh,
taking
yeah,
it better than us, though.
they probably need it. At least I no longer have horse blood on me.
Well,
I
good way to
mean,
clean yourself.
when was the last time any of us have actually, felt warm water?
We've certainly felt cold water.
I mean, this place is nice, but who knows what will happen.
The water turns slightly yellow around Rockcrusher.
Oh my
damn it.
god, Rock!
That's what happened.
Just like inches away from the path.
Yeah, it's fine. Harlow doesn't care. Harlow probably just moves away from him, but doesn't care. Stays in the water.
Rock Crusher is banned from every pool in
Yeah,
Hulta.
it's like
I
it's
mean,
one
we
of those
can't really
pools that's got
blame
that
them
stuff
too.
in that turns like bright blue when you pee in it.
The funny part is that we can't technically blame Rock too much because where else was he going to take a piss? Like, there's no other place.
Alright, is there anything that could be used as like improvised cover? Not exactly a changing room, but just like
You got the rest of your towels if you want to use Rock
Okay.
Crusher and Harlow's.
We could just turn around if you want.
Yeah,
yeah, of
we can
course.
do that.
I know, I'm just thinking.
I mean, I know we're not great, but we're not like sex pests.
Yeah.
Flashbacks to that one.
I mean, we draw the line at murder and assault.
I love your mom.
We're not evil. God.
I mean, I don't think all evil people, assault people.
Exactly, they don't. They commit sex pestery.
Okay then. Well, I was gonna go get changed.
Yep. This is like the most awkward start to any session ever.
Because what we weren't
Oh.
expecting to be fucking naked in a bath fucking play.
That's
Well,
what makes it so fun.
Rockcrusher is turned away. So
Yeah, I am as well.
Yeah. You're respectfully turning my back.
Respectfully.
I know with Otto it probably wouldn't matter unless you're staring at Otto's chest, which probably the only thing that would be offensive would be staring at Otto's chest, because it's not like you can see anything below the legs. There's fur.
I love what I do. It's my favorite.
I
We
have a
don't.
question: is the floor
don't.
like when it comes to the floor and walls, what are they made of?
The walls look to be just generic wallpaper, but it's pretty nice, But the floor is it's hardwood.
Damn.
Classy.
Smooth wood, but still just wood.
I mean, I appreciate what this
A
dog's
rock
doing.
crusher. I have a question for you.
Of course.
So, what do you think happens if we rip the wallpaper in the afterlife?
It's the back rooms.
I
Oh
don't
god.
know. I was thinking though, wallpaper is a very interesting choice because with all the steam and moisture involved in here, that wallpaper is going to just fall right. It's going to go rotten instantly. Whoever's in charge in the afterlife has got really poor interior design choicing.
Maybe it's
Well, maybe it
magical
doesn't.
wallpaper.
Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't matter in the afterlife. Like maybe that doesn't affect the walls.
Ooh, what you think mold doesn't exist in the afterlife?
Maybe. I don't know. I've never died before.
I mean, I'd say the same for this hardwood. It's gonna get a lot of water stains. It's not
Well, it
very pretty.
Is
depends
there
on the quality
anything
of the
about the?
varnish.
But now that making me curious. Does everything in here just look perfect, like untouched, or is there imperfections to like
There are
the stuff?
imperfections.
Like
It isn't perfect.
used before.
It doesn't look like it's been used before, but it isn't in like perfect pristine condition. Like the floors have holes in them and the walls they're sort of like stained and ripping in some places, but not big enough for it to be very noticeable.
Okay. It's like showing its age a little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
Holes in the floor.
Well, not like into something else. They're just just
Like
gaps in
chipped.
the wood.
Oh,
Chipped
okay.
wood.
If
Well,
Otto
as
was
soon
to
as you
tap their
say,
cane on the wooden floor, would there be any sounds of anything that like sounds hollow underneath the boards, or anything that would show that like the floorboards are like loose in an area?
There's nothing underneath the floorboards.
I swear, the moment you're like, oh, you see a bunch of hallways with yellow wallpaper, I'm gonna be like, no, done.
I'm gonna cry.
No.
Claire's hastily scribbling out notes right now.
You hear a knock on a wooden door, but you don't
What?
see it anywhere.
Hello? Who? It's like frantically looking around, like what the fuck?
Don't come in, I'm naked.
Yeah, we have like three people that like turns to make sure see if Virtue's actually put on clothes. Like yeah, three people naked.
I have a towel. They're naked.
You're technically still naked. You do not have clothes on. Three
It
people
could be a
naked.
dress.
It's a towel.
No fun.
Unless you had if you had Rock's towel on, then I would say you were in a dress. That is a normal sized
It
towel.
could be a short dress. Fine. I've
Fair
seen
enough.
people wear it. I wouldn't.
Alright, flashbacks to that one place. Anyways. Hello? Like if like Otto's like gonna turn do we know like a general direction of where the knocking came from?
It came from the opposite side of the waterfall, quote unquote, flowing into the bath.
I was gonna like look at it and be like, Harlow, Rat Crusher, can one of y'all look behind the water fountain?
I just try to stick my head right through the water fountain.
Smacks his face on a door.
If I hit my head on something, it'll be funny, actually.
You hit your head on a door.
Ow.
Can I attempt to hit it harder to see if I can break it?
It's the bottom of a door.
Oh.
You just put a hole at the bottom of it. Can you imagine
Makes
it though? Like you stick your you break through the door at the bottom of it. People just see like this blue orc's head at the bottom of a door, probably covered in splinters.
So the waterfall coming out is covering a small rock system that has like a quote unquote cave in it. And so you just stuck your head in a tiny little cave big enough for your head, and it shows the bottom of a door. It looks like the top half is covered by the wallpaper above the waterfall.
There's a door.
Oh. Alright, well, why don't we all get out the water now and investigate the door once everyone is dry and dressed.
Yes.
I will get out of the water, put the towel on, but I'm gonna do it like so it covers my chest, but it just sort of leaves like the lower parts still hanging out.
Right?
Eyes to the ceiling.
I don't
My
don't
eyes
think
are up here.
no, they're at the ceiling.
I don't think if I remember correctly, I don't think dragons really have their bits kind of everywhere, so I think Rock would be fine.
Actually, I googled this.
Really?
Oh my god.
What was the answer to this?
Technically, dragonborns are classed as mammals because female dragonborns have tits.
Really? Huh, I didn't know that.
So,
Okay, so yeah, his bits are everywhere then. I mean, no, actually, some mammals can have an actual, like,
Nice.
pouch for that. So
Like cats.
technically, it depends.
Do you want your dick to
Oh.
hang out?
Yeah, that's
I'm-
really up
I-
to Rock at this point.
I am saying that Rockcrusher has his cock and balls hanging.
Okay, then everyone's looking, at least Otto and Virtue are looking away.
Yep, Harlow just steps out without a care and starts getting dressed.
Wow. So as all of you are getting dressed, the two water people that were filling up your bath jump into it and completely disappear as the bath slowly starts to drain of its water.
They were alive.
This was said earlier.
Okay. I might have blocked that out.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And you
Anyway.
hear another knock on the door.
We're coming. Just give us a bit. You said all the water was gone, so like it was like the waterfall has stopped as well.
Yeah.
Alright. I was probably gonna make their way over and kind of remove some of the wallpaper so the door is more seen.
Okay. You remove a bit of the wallpaper with a tear, and it reveals the rest of the wooden door. And as soon as you reveal the full wooden door, the doorknob just sort of appears.
So I like look to the party and it's just like, is everyone ready?
I would say probably Virtue got dressed in the time frame. Yeah.
Well, Carlo.
So Harlow probably got done pretty quick. I feel like he didn't even dry off before he put on his clothes.
Oh
so
God,
Now we're
you psychopath.
I know, I hate it when people are just like, oh, it's gonna dry. I just hate I can't stand those. Anyways, I was like gonna like once everyone's dressed, kinda like open the door slightly and just kinda like peek through, like, hello?
You see a tall white figure sort of standing there. You see the back of this person as they're kind of just tapping their foot and looking at their wrist, even though there's not a watch on it.
May I ask what you're looking at?
The figure turns around and it's just a mannequin.
What the fuck?
I think I think this place is like fucking with our minds, or at least mine. What the fuck?
Why? What's that?
It's a mannequin.
Suits the theme. As
Another
Perhaps-
person runs out and sort of takes the mannequin up in its arms and then starts to go away. This is another white figure, but as they look at you, they also turn into a mannequin.
I'm.
Otto, stop turning people into mannequins.
You act like I'm doing this willingly. I'm confused. Like I was like looking to them, and just like, look, you. Okay. Why don't someone else come towards the door and look at these people? Maybe they won't turn into. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Apparently, I could turn people into fucking mannequins.
They look at you, get scared, and turn into a mannequin.
Why me? Why not like Rock Crusher or Heart? They're more menacing. this is bullshit. It's like Otto kind of like opens the door, just kind of like steps into like outside to look around more.
You hear a voice from behind you in the bathhouse, or in the bathroom, I should say. And the voice just says, "Excuse me."
It's like turns around, just like, huh? Yeah, yes.
There's a door right here. Why didn't you just use this one? Is June, the Mirage Blade representative, stands
Oh,
next to a door that's there. Was it there before? I don't know.
was
I,
it?
I feel
No.
like y'all fuckers are just messing with us at this point. What is this place? Like, as Otto kind of like points to the room, like they just kind of almost went into. She's like, "What is this place? What's with the mannequins? What is this?"
Why are you tearing up the wallpaper? She's sort of going up and closes the door in front of you. You have to leave
Why
those kind
was
people alone.
why was they were knocking? What were when someone knocks? You know,
I
you
was
kind of go to
knocking.
answer. Oh, wait, then why was it coming from this door?
Well, I was knocking on this one.
Well, it came from that one.
Well, apologies. We did that door was not there. We both were looking. It wasn't there. So we assumed the only door that we could see was the one. I don't know why
Seems
your
that
door's so
bubble
magical.
creatures snatch another person's mind.
Ah, well,
Bubble.
That makes
Don't worry about it.
Will
I'm
I get it back?
maybe. I am horribly sorry for what the creature has done to you. Wasn't supposed to be a sort of thing where you come here. Instead, it was supposed to thing of where you die afterward, but I guess if there's a will, there's a way. And you're
wait.
here.
So we're not dead.
You're supposed to be, but you're not.
Oh,
oh,
okay. Well, I
well,
see
that's
this as
good.
an absolute win.
Sure. Well, I
For
hope
now,
you
well,
enjoyed the bath.
It was lovely.
it
Wonderful.
was. Can we please get out of here?
We can get out of here after you explain why you A, impersonated the leader, and B, impersonated the mysterious changeling criminal.
Well,
Uh,
no idea about the second one.
Yeah, I don't know about that second one either.
But the first one was for exactly this reason, to get your attention. So, again, win.
We came here to deliver a present to the leader of this place. And we all separated. I believe Harlow and Rock Crusher were unaware of the changeling criminal that has been going around. However, like I told you before, I was not involved in their planning to impersonate anyone. I was just as shocked as you.
Well, the Mirage Blade creature took all four of you, and the leader will not be happy, but if you wish to
Oh, wait,
speak with her, please just follow me.
thank you for this, and thank you. We are dreadfully sorry for all of this.
this isn't the leader. This is the representative.
This is the
And
representative.
but it's good to
Listen up.
apologize for them because they're the ones that stressed the fuck out and has to deal with
They
the
have to deal
bullshit.
with this shit. They're the manager, basically.
Yeah, so this poor manager has to deal with this.
As
Well,
she exits the door behind her, which just leads to just a black place. It's just a black room.
Otto's gonna follow.
yeah.
Reluctantly follows.
I'm just sort of gonna give
Does
Hollow sort of like a buddy elbow in the ribs, being like, I told you this would work.
I mean, it did work, so I can't, yeah.
We might have been dead.
But
But
we're
we're not dead.
not.
Mm,
I don't like your chances.
We always win.
yeah, that luck might run out if you keep playing this dangerous game.
Nah, nothing dangerous about this.
Mm-hmm. Says the one who we all knew just got eaten not long ago.
Well, I thought we were dead.
I
Good.
never want to be swallowed by something again.
That's what she said.
Anyway, Claire, when you said that
Do
this
you
room was a
swallow
black
your women?
room,
I was
I,
gonna explain, but I just letting you talk. It's-
Do you swallow your women?
oh, no, it just sort of sounded right in the moment.
A rug, you're not supposed to swallow people.
Really?
No! No! Voyeurism is bad. Let's leave.
No. Okay. No. No.
let's not
Okay.
bring that to D&D, please.
Okay.
No. This conversation never happened, and Vor is
It's not
not
canon.
let's just go back. Let me explain what it looks like a little bit.
Claire, please strike this from the record.
Well, was it recorded? Let
The-
me check. It was. Sorry to say.
Okay, well, the V word was never mentioned, and never shall be mentioned ever again.
Understood. Okay, so you all followed out into this fairly large area. Now, this, to explain it in a bit more detail, other than a black room, because you've seen plenty of those before, this is actually a dimly lit room with dark gray marble flooring. The room looks like to be a museum with different art mediums on display. There are 3D art, medieval abstract paintings of their own, sculptures, pottery, all from different decades, yada yada yada. Some of them are hung up on white ceilings and some of them are in glass encasings in the middle of the room. And all of them have fluorescent lighting them up. But this room has no ceiling, but looking up is just a dark area that you can see the giant Mirage Blade creature crawling through the distance above. It's not looking at you, it's just crawling around. And you can see a woman in the distance looking at a piece of pottery.
I was like gonna lean into the person. It's just like, is that them?
The June goes sort of stiff and she just goes, "Don't fuck it up."
Well, that's why I'm asking quietly. Is it them?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. God.
How would you describe this individual?
Oh, well. Hold on. Give me a second. Page is loading.
Let's see if version of her was on the money or not.
Well, I
Oh.
posted a picture, so if you'd
Oh,
like
it's
me
just-
to describe the picture,
Just
go
the one
up.
on the NPC list.
Yes, it
Mhm.
is.
Mirage Blade Leader. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel when Rock's just like, yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm not shocked that he remembers this one.
I'm not either. That's the sad part.
Hey, that's why I made it who she is.
Yep.
How
Both.
tall? How tall we're talking here?
Wait, I wrote it down somewhere.
No, that's not her.
Both Henry and I were like,
Oh, hello.
Oh, what? Yeah, on the suggested
Yep.
edits, a wooga on me.
She's 6'3".
Okay,
Damn, she taller
okay.
than me.
Ooh.
June sort of gets out of the way and just stands completely still, almost like a statue, on a wall, just anxiously like twiddling her thumbs, seeing what you guys do.
Just.
But the leader, she hasn't looked at you either. She's just reading a display for a pottery.
I
Should we wait for her to finish reading? She seems to be really enjoying the art piece.
I
Can anyone
think
else
we
recognize
should
the art
wait.
piece?
Um, make
You're
a
funny.
history check.
You're really funny.
You said a history check?
Sure.
Okay. A natural 20. I hate that was what I got a natural 20 on the first roll.
Damn. Yo, that's crazy.
Yo.
She's pretty far in the distance. You can't see her, but you don't recognize this pottery from anywhere in your real life, but you do recognize it as something that Quinn smashed on a wall at one point in time.
Otto gives that like, ooh, look.
It has engravings of all of the creatures on it.
Oh no. Oops. Otto just like looks to Virtue. Is just like, yeah, let's just let her enjoy that art piece, and you can talk to her.
Great.
Is there any sort of nearby pieces of art or sculpture?
There are a few. There is a sculpture of Festus herself. Not a naked one, sorry. Just letting you know.
How uncivilized.
I'm so sorry. There are plenty of inscriptions of different deities that you might know. Don't ask me any. You can think of one, and it'll be there for you, just for you. There's nothing really very interesting related your current mission, but you could just say, I wish that there was this piece of art in here, and I'll say it's there.
Alright.
Michelangelo's David. How did this end up here?
Yeah.
The Last Supper? What?
Starry Night. What the fuck is this doing here?
Jesus is
Mona
canon?
Lisa.
Is that Jesus getting crucified? Who's that?
How long is she staring at this art piece, or is she just actively ignoring us?
She's actively ignoring you. She stopped looking at the pottery and just goes on to the next one. She's getting she's walking to the ones closer to you, but still isn't really looking in your direction.
She's just actively being like, maybe if I act like they don't exist, they'll go away.
I
But back
guess.
in a second.
What is? Okay.
You might actually have to get her attention. I think she's
Yeah.
actively ignoring us.
I'm gonna hope that Rock Crusher gets back before we have to steal the presents from him.
He'll probably just take it out of his unconscious body again.
Virtue will walk up towards this woman. Keep a dead healthy distance, just like not wanting to intrude on her personal space. Just excuse me.
You impersonate my person. You
Oh,
patronize and terrify the people that I have earned the respect from. And you have forced me to come to this wretched place.
oh no, that was my friend
Colleague.
there. I wanted to apologize for
No,
action.
do not apologize. She turns her head over to you. You did it just like a Mirage Blade would.
Uh, um,
Should that be taken as a compliment or an insult?
Of course it should. That's how I got in the power. I'd have to do something different if you were trying to steal the power from me, but seeing as you're not doing anything to actively harm me, I should congratulate you for getting my attention so quickly after coming into my town.
Oh.
Uh,
Alright.
I'm not very fond of that little one, but The rest of you did perfectly well.
You know, I was already warned of this, and I'm not shocked. So I was looking at a shrug.
Yes, so go back to the bathhouse or something. I do not want to see you.
Like I was just gonna like look to the others and be like,
Just
Isn't
hide
it?
behind a wall or something.
I don't
I
know
think
what to
that
tell you, dude.
I'll see you guys in the bathhouse. It's like Otto's just slumping away.
I can refill the water for you. Just, I do not want to see your filthy presence again. Maybe wash up a few times.
It's fine. You act like I'm actually made of filth. It's not like I'm him.
Oh, I know you're made of filth. I can smell it on you.
Well, thanks.
Eesh.
I didn't want to say anything, but I do think the otters did smell a little bit.
Oh my god, the rock question, not that time.
All you hear from the background is just like, fuck the rest of y'all.
Now, what on earth would that beautiful display of power be needing my presence for?
Oh, we had a delivery for you, and we had to get it to you effective immediately.
A delivery from who now?
That's
That is you will not like. You know what, Rock Crusher?
awesome.
Virtue would pat Rock Crusher on the shoulder. You have this one. You're the one that has the gift. Good luck. Virtue just
You should've-
slowly backs away.
Should have backed up Otto. Otto would have done it for y'all fuckers.
Might be a possible point of contention. It's probably easier if you just sort of you see it, then we go off it. So I'll just sort of reach back, pull out the automaton by its head, sort of set it down.
You're giving me an android.
No, what we're giving you is what's within the android, which is
I believe it's the playbill.
the playbill.
Yes.
Very interesting. What does it do? Or are you just giving me a filthy piece of paper?
We have no idea.
It
We've
has
just,
every person on it.
there we go.
Hmm.
They know what it does.
She leans in really close and sort of inspects the playbill, getting a bit too close for comfort. I do not accept. I can smell it. It smells bad. Shoo shoo.
We sort of get the point, but we kind of need you to take it. I mean, you can
Oh,
accept it, then just sort of put it in a cupboard somewhere, but just
Hide it.
all
you
right.
can you can accept it and then burn it, but we kind of need you just to take it from us.
How about I accept it if you do something for me as well?
Ah, god damn it.
A deal of a deal.
Yes, I get the point. Hit us with it, sure.
Well, there are a few options to what you could do for me.
I'm very
One
good at massages.
would be possibly finding this mysterious changeling and bringing them back to me unharmed and alive. But I know that would be very, very hard for you to do. So I could have you do something else.
Well, what is
What's else?
something else? Yeah.
The something else would be me sort of taking some of your inspiration away from you, taking your power in your words to make mine stronger.
And
No.
is
Are you sure? It would just
permanent?
involve giving rid of some of that charisma of yours.
Group huddle, group huddle.
I was over there.
No.
Partial group huddle.
Alright.
I feel like we could find a changeling.
But if this changeling is potentially the one we know, it's going to be a lot harder.
Wait, we know one?
Ace.
Oh, that one.
Yes.
Well,
A
that makes it easy.
changeling criminal. It fits the profile as much as they don't want to say it.
Well, that's one we know. So that, I mean, should be easier.
Would that make it easier?
You know the.
Easier, maybe, but in the same time, Ace is a little different.
Well, I think it's better than permanently making ourselves a bit less personable.
um, can you stop texting me? You're derailing my thoughts. Ari,
Yep.
you're texting me, and I read it, and then I can't speak. Please. Shh. I know. I mean, I'm not. It depends how much she wants. Really, it is much easier that I'm
Yeah,
not handing over any of mine.
exactly. We don't want to. We have agreement here then that we don't want to do the sort of charisma removal thing.
Yeah.
Virtue look at the Mirage Blade leader. Forgot her name. So like
Festus.
Festus. Like, is there anything else we could do of service to you?
Well, I practically have everything else that I need, but if it would make you feel better, I can make it a bit easier than just giving away some of yourself. It would be a sort of thing where each of you choose to do something individually, and then if they clash, then I win and you lose.
Oh no, I feel like that's a gamble.
Hey, you already got here the Mirage Blade way. You might as well end it the Mirage Blade way.
What is this sort of game that you spoke of?
So, I'm gonna do this out of character because it'll make more sense. You've probably heard of this sort of game before.
We haven't agreed to it. Just clarifying.
Yeah, I know you
Yeah,
haven't agreed to it yet, but you've probably heard of this sort of game before. So each of you will add 2 charisma to a sort of pile. Okay?
Okay.
And each of you are each
Mhm.
going to DM me give it away or steal. Okay?
Oh, it's so scary.
Oh,
So if one of you chooses steal and the others give it away, you take it all. If it's
Mm.
split, then you keep half and she keeps half. If all of you choose give it away, then she keeps it all. And if all of you choose steal, she keeps it all as well.
Mm.
okay.
So 2 ways make it that a charisma might be yoinked.
And this would be all 4 of you as well, just saying.
So we could either try to hunt down a changeling that might be Ace. Um Which I really hope it's not Ace, because then this would make this so much more difficult. Or we can. Is it only one of us that has to hand over charisma?
All of you hand over 2 charisma points.
No. Like for the second option, where
She just steals it, and we're fine.
is it only from one of us?
So all of you add 2. If
Mm.
half of you, if
No,
half of you
no.
choose save and half you choose steal,
No,
you
no.
get to keep half of it.
Claire, no. What I'm saying is that when she just said just to hand me over some charisma, and I'll take it, and I'll take the gift, was that only directed that one person had to give charisma, and then she would take the gift? I'm not talking about the third option, I'm talking about the second one.
If it was one person, it would be more than if all of you were to. If all of you were to, then it would be 2 each. If one person would, then it would be 8.
Okay.
I don't follow.
So
She's
she wants 2 from all of us.
or 8 from 1.
Oh, fucking hell. Like,
Yeah, so it's
make one of
either.
us an incel or something.
Yep.
Um,
Hmm.
it was
I'll give you 5 minutes to discuss and choose.
It kind of sucks because Otto isn't even there, so can't even put in their 2 cents.
I mean, you could share.
You
Yeah,
can share
I can.
now if you'd
no,
like,
this is
but
in character. Doing this in character.
Nah, we're doing it in character. Great, so I can be quiet this whole time.
You can give your spiritual thoughts.
Oh yes, the spiritual thoughts.
You got to come back
Yeah.
from the dead.
The
You don't
hurts of dying.
You know, hold up, no, Otto comes back and is just like, hey, the bath hasn't come back yet, and just sees everyone like in a huddling in a corner. It's just like, what's happening here? Like looks to the leader, looks back to the party, is just like, what the fuck happened here?
yeah, you can say that happens, and she sort of goes off and starts looking at paintings again, not really acknowledging you. Then you just run into the huddle and get explained what's going on.
I don't like her.
I mean, we could do this as like a sort of tactical thing to give someone who needs charisma more charisma.
I
Or
mean,
we could go and find and capture a changeling.
A
we only have.
changeling with criminal tendencies and very
Otter.
sneaky.
Well,
Okay, hold up. Did she give
we
us
can.
a time for this? It's like Otto's just like was like hold up, and it's just like looks to the leader, and it's just like, hey, we got like a time for the changeling.
How about the rest of the month?
I
That
mean,
work.
that's for a
I mean,
changeling that you haven't been able to catch for how long?
You can figure it out, right?
we're good. We're very good.
Sounds like bullshit, but whatever. It's like looks back to the party.
Otto, if you were to rate your charisma on a scale from about, say, 1 to 20,
I would rate it an 18.
okay, that's fairly charismatic.
I know I kind of rely on it, considering who I am now.
That is true. That is true. Right, so I think we're all good on that one then. I think we just go for the halfling thing. You know, we can do some bit of subterfuge.
Hmm.
Virtue, you had a thing going on there, didn't you? It was like a.
A thing?
Well, I mean, I thought you were chummy with Ace, or was that Otto?
I was,
Otto, not me.
and the thing
What?
is, I don't. I'd feel wrong because I don't want to just bring him here, and he could end up getting hurt because of our actions.
Weren't we told unharmed?
Whoa. Whoa.
Yes, we have
Exactly.
to bring him here unharmed if he is the person
Why?
needed.
So
No,
why would we bring him here unharmed if he was going to be harmed here anyways?
Well, you don't know what the
Some
hell the leader
leaders
wants
like
to
to
do.
torture people.
Yeah,
Does
and
this person look like the torturing kind, an appreciator of the arts?
you'd
Roll an
be
insight check.
surprised.
Torturing is not.
Yeah, actually, there are methods where you can end up dancing to death, and it can be really extremely painful.
Okay, now who's being a bit weird about it? Portraying is most certainly not an art. It's literally just stab, 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 pull, pull.
I mean, some people like to get creative with their torment.
Yeah, like you cut off a finger over here and there. You dunk their head underwater, all that.
You
Stuff
have
like
2
that.
minutes left to decide.
Oh, like the CIA. I think we should do the halfling thing.
It's a
Halfling.
changeling, not a halfling.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not
you
gonna
said
sh-
halfling twice.
That is correct. Yep.
I ignored it the first time. I can't
I-
ignore it twice.
I did,
I
did
think
too.
we should do the changeling thing.
I do as well.
I don't really want to lose charismaticness. I might actually sadly have to go with the changeling, even though I kind of hate it.
Is that not an official vote?
I
I suppose it's the only one that we can agree on.
mean,
See, now
unless for some reason we can all split it equally, but I assume no one wants to give it up.
I would prefer not to.
How though?
No.
Virtue.
I like my charisma, no.
Yeah, so no one wants to give it up, so we are sadly going to have to go with the changeling if no one gives it up, or we have to play the risky game.
So it's unanimous?
Sadly, yes.
Okay.
Seems so.
Alright, we're going for the changeling.
Yeah.
Just to walk back up to
Democracy in action.
a woman, a lady.
Have you finally come with a decision?
I believe my team and I will try to track down this changeling of yours.
Perfect. June. Yes, ma'am. Go with them. What? I don't want to go with them. And Festus sort of just stares at her for a while, and slowly June just nods. I will go with them. June will help you with any information that she has. You also have a changeling on this side that could help you as well. If I'm not going to take your charisma, you better be using it good.
Occasionally.
Understood?
Yep.
Great. Now go drown yourself in the bath water.
What?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We rather not drown, thank you.
No, I mean that literally.
You
Again,
have to
would
die
not.
to get back.
You're joking.
See, this
When
seems
have I
like a
ever
scam
joked with you?
You're acting
right
like this
now.
is a multiple time. Yeah, you're acting like this is we've talked multiple times.
Well, I was not joking with you. Here, let me show you. She
No.
takes out a dagger and then holds June's neck and just slices her throat.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Okay. Well.
That was a lot.
So what? Okay. Before we go on to start dying unanimously,
Does he still
what
hurt?
happened? That and also where will we end up?
Somewhere. Haven't chosen yet.
You have to. This is whatever.
Do I have to drown myself?
You just have to die. That's just the one thing that I thought of first. You could kill each other
Does
if you'd
does it
like. Have a whole battle or
does it hurt?
something. You
I
wake
don't
up
think me.
completely fine.
I don't think me or Virtue can battle Rock or Harlow, so it'd probably be those two going out at it if they ever decide
Wait,
to fight.
Rock, I have an idea. I have a really funny idea.
I'm game.
What if I keep creating my echoes and just fight them until I die?
I don't think that.
Oh.
I don't think you can fight yourself.
That would be interesting.
How about we just sort of strangle each other to death?
Well, wouldn't that kind of backfire? Because if one passes out before the other's dead already?
Well, yeah, I suppose. Then one of you can finish it off or something. I'm
Alright.
not
This
doing that.
is
Aren't one of us gonna have to kill the other? Or one of us gonna have to kill ourselves? At least
Oh, yeah.
one of us, right?
I
Yeah.
can do myself just fine.
Festus
gonna be
starts
me.
walking away and says, "Oh, by the way, you'll feel the pain of everything. Have fun." She just starts walking and looking at the art again.
I was gonna
Okay,
look to her too, and it's just like, how do you want to go out?
I hear strangling. Pretty good one.
I
No air.
am thinking about that.
I mean, I don't mind sort of giving a helping hand.
No, I'm alright. I think I'd want to do it myself.
I
I mean,
don't
if
think
we were
that's possible.
decapitated, would we feel it when we wake up?
Can you feel your head when it's gone?
Well, I mean,
That's a good. We can answer
she
that
said
question, can't we?
she did say that we would feel something when we went back. So I would assume we'd be able to feel what it felt like to be decapitated without missing our head.
I think. Oh, she might have meant that everything we do here we feel.
Maybe.
So that they don't just start beating each other for.
Okay, this shouldn't be the hard part to decide. Strangling, it's definitely the easiest way out here. Okay, you cut off the airflow. Head goes light. You pass out, and you die.
It also feels like your lungs are exploding, but
At that point, you might as well
we
just
don't
drown yourself.
Someone's never been strangled here. That's obvious.
Hmm.
I have.
Well, let's you guys. All right. Well, you guys have fun with your strangling session.
Who wants to be strangled?
Nope. I'm just like I was like taking out their daggers. It's like I'll just slit my throat. I'd rather not be strangled.
So, how is everyone gonna die?
How
What are
do
your last
how do I
words?
win?
Oh God!
That's horrifying. I don't, and Otto, like all Otto is just gonna be like, well, this is the first time I felt this. It's like they just slit their fucking throat.
Wow. Otto
I
dies
thought
for a second time.
I thought I would feel more seeing that happen.
Well, we've
This
already
is
had to
what
deal with it
the
once.
yeah, like you've already seen Otto die once, and you know Otto's gonna be back, later. So I don't think he'll have much of a reaction.
So is this going to be
What
the
a
third
poser.
time they've?
Oh God!
Yeah, they're fucking mean.
Otto
Go
by
back to
the
killing
end.
yourselves.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
Otto by the end of the campaign has killed himself. Has died 10 times.
Everyone at the party's just like, why won't you fucking die? I was just like, I don't know.
It's like a cockroach. Wild shaped into a cockroach.
Hulta literally. Oh my God! Wait, that's actually.
Leaders are gonna be like, how is this rat bastard alive?
Hello?
I actually think I do want to just fight myself. That sounds fun.
Okay, well,
You're gonna
if
be
you're gonna-
really sore in the morning.
if you're going to do that, do you want to choke me out first then?
Oh sure, Arlo just grabs him by the throat. He just starts strangling him.
I wonder if this would actually succeed. So, Rod Crusher roll charisma, or not charisma, con with disadvantage still, and then Harlow roll strength check.
Oh, well, that's
He rolls. For some reason, I
Oh,
like to imagine he rolls charisma. He gives me puppy dog eyes while I'm joking.
well, at disadvantage, that was a nat 1 followed by a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
So,
oh my god. So, strength I don't have disadvantage on, right? I think I don't have
You
disadvantage
do
on
not.
that, right? Okay. Then that is a soft 20.
Great.
Yeah, cool.
Bye bye, Rock Crusher.
Yeah.
What are your final words? I'm not gonna do that.
I'm
What are you
gonna
He doesn't have words because his throat is closed.
Whoa, calm down.
What the fuck did I just hear?
Rockrush is apparently into that stuff.
Apparently.
I never knew. We learn new things about ourselves when we die. Oh, there are
Exactly.
two
really
more
sad.
of you. How you gonna
Oh, yeah.
go?
Wait.
Virtue, do you want help?
No, I'm fine. Wait.
Are you into that stuff too?
You into that kinky shit?
Awaken something.
Harlow's just like, okay, and then he just creates an echo and they start beating the ever-living shit out of each other.
I mean, all it takes is one hit, that echo's gone. Spawns another, gets smacked in the face. Like, it's really all that's happening.
You could just make the echo and let it beat the shit out of you.
Well, no, it sounds more fun to, beat the shit out of each other,
Doesn't he need to be conscious in order for, like, the echoes to keep coming?
Yeah. Make him do
Well,
death saves.
Okay.
Alright, hold up. Let's see my death saves really quick. Hold up.
Okay, roll some death saves. You gotta fail.
That's a 5.
Oh
That's
no!
a 14.
Roll again.
16.
5, 14, 16.
Okay.
5.
You
And
there?
then it goes down to the last one. Oh no. 4. Yeah, I definitely die.
Okay.
Well,
What are
good
your
thing that
last
wasn't during an
words to
actual
yourself?
Okay.
His echo stomps his head in right before he dies.
Wow.
What the fuck?
You get a
Caved
taste
in
of
like
your
a
own
pumpkin.
medicine.
This man's really gonna have, like, a massive-ass headache when he, like, wakes up or whatever the fuck it is.
It's fine.
Do I want to be really mean?
No,
Virtue.
you don't.
Like you aren't
Virtue.
usually.
Virtue. You look down to your feet or you hear a faint meowing by your feet.
No!
Oh no!
No!
Tiamat!
No,
No!
you didn't.
You did not! No! I want to kill the cat!
I mean, if you don't kill the cat, Brock won't get Tiamat back.
Oh my god.
Well, actually, no, ask the leader about it first, then, decide if you're gonna kill the cat.
She left.
Oh, oops.
Oops.
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh my god, Kitty! Ah!
Good. Now you have a decision. Leave Tiamat here, or kill Tiamat.
But I'm gonna pick the cat. I'm gonna try to find the woman. Where is she?
Should you start hunting her down?
Roll an investigation check.
This is
like,
so funny.
excuse me, woman. I'm looking at the cat. Investigation. And that's a 19.
You catch her walking farther back as you're sort of running down the thing with Tiamat in your hands. And she's like, "What do you want from me? Aren't all of you supposed to be dead by now?"
Yes, most everyone but me. I was wondering, does it work the same for animals, or can I not have to kill the cat?
Well, any living creature must die in order to go back. That's sort of the point of this whole dimension. I even
So-
had to die to get here, so seems you're going to have to murder that sweet old cat. Sorry. Can't do anything about it. Unless you want it to get swallowed whole by the Mirage Blade creature. Not do it yourself. Or I could do it, if you'd prefer.
Oh goodness. Oh.
Tiamat won't like the leader.
Tiamat licks your hand lovingly.
Tiamat is just all lovey-dovey all over you.
Sort of rolls over in your arms and shows her belly.
You might as well just hand her over to the leader and just have the leader do it.
Could you do it? I can't bring myself to hurt the cat.
Alright then, she sort of looks in her pocket, gets a dagger, and stabs it directly into the stomach of the cat.
Oh, that poor cat's... Because I don't think that killed the cat. That's going to take a while for it to die. It's going to die from eternal bleeding.
She turns the knife and then takes it out of the cat.
Oh.
You want me to do you too? You're such a baby.
No, I can do myself.
Great. At least now you have something to grieve over when you commit suicide.
Oh my god, jeez.
Okay, first she would walk back into the room. I'm assuming the bodies stay.
Yeah, the bodies are still there.
First she would lay the dead Tiamat next to Rock Crusher's body. And then Virtue would walk up, take a knife, and stab himself in the heart.
Wow.
Oh, love.
Do you have any last words?
Nope.
Okay.
I have a
Well,
really weird question now. Is
yeah.
this considered a TPK?
I guess. I was about to say that.
Yay, Claire forced her party to kill themselves.
Yay!
That's one way to do it.
Well,
You have
technically,
to
Rock
think-
Crusher didn't kill himself. That's the only person who did.
Yep. I don't take the coward's way out.
All right.
Technically, you did take the coward's way out because you were willingly doing it. I'm just saying.
Well,
I mean-
Harlow went out fighting, so
Yeah,
I don't-
Harlow's really the only one that can't talk. Like, Harlow's the only one that can actually say that.
Yeah, you fought and you also killed yourself. So, so you all one at a whoever died first. So it would be Otto Wakes first, then Rock Crusher, Harlow, Tiamat, and Virtue.
I feel like I'm gonna get the shittiest spawn out of everybody.
Shit.
So
spawns in a tree.
Otto, you wake up on, or not on, but in the orchestra pit of a stage in the giant golden theater building. There's no one in it, but you just wake up. Let's say you wake up draped along a chair in the pit.
This is interesting. I wasn't expecting this.
Rock Crusher. Yes, Rock Crusher. You wake up at the very top of one of the side curtains, all tangled up in the fabric.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Do I fall?
As you struggle, you sort of get yourself tangled in a bit more, but then the entire curtain falls and you fall with it.
He just ripped the curtains and looks like he's buying new ones.
Arlo, you wake up at the very, very top corner of the audience, completely away from everyone else.
jeez.
Rock Crusher, as you get out, you see Tiamat stuck on top of one of the hanging light fixtures above the stage. And Virtue, you wake up draped along center stage.
I will
Oh,
fly
I'm
out.
on the stage.
What's with me and Richie being draped?
I just used the same word.
I'm gonna fly up and grab my cat.
Okay.
You know, interesting. I get the center stage.
I'm not shocked.
No symbolism, I promise.
Hey, Virtue's full name, Virtue Amar, fun fact, means the crowd is mine.
Yeah, that's kind of why you told me this. That's
Main
why I'm not
character moment.
shocked.
I love that.
Well, rock crushes
Alright.
me. He crushes rocks.
I was getting up
Arlo.
and just like looking to where everyone is. Like, is everyone good?
Virtue sits up.
Harlow, like I like to like for some reason I imagine that like he was like laying on like the ledge and like as you yell he just rolls over and falls completely up.
Oh, here's like the thud sound, and it's just like, oh, well, found Harlow. Alright, so how are we gonna... Wait, hold up, we're missing someone. Like, looking around, where's Jade, or whatever the hell her name was?
June.
June, Jade, or whatever.
You see June sort of walking into the building. It's like, good morning. It's never pleasant. I hope all of your injuries are doing well. You see that she still has a scar from where her neck was slit. Otto, you do as well. Virtue, you still feel a stabbing pain in your heart, and you look and you also have a wound. Harlow, you're kind of fucked up all the Nunheiser. I would say that Rock Crusher has beer bruises, but you can't see them. But
He's too
Rock
dark for that.
Crusher, you also see a stab wound on Tiamat's belly.
Oh, no.
Baby, little baby.
Let's not tell him where the stab wound came from.
He'll be fine.
I
Yep.
will. I'll try and do a sort of healing word on that. Just try and clear some of that up. Make the pain go away.
Yeah. Help the baby. I'll say because it's a cat, it works perfectly fine. You see the wound scar, at least, sort of go away very, very slightly. Well, the town seems they don't care anymore, but I'm sad to say I couldn't find your two other friends that were hiding.
Hmm. So, quick question. What's not stopping us from, getting some changeling that we think could be the person, but, maybe isn't? What's not keeping us from that?
Ooh, that's a good point.
Well, Festus doesn't share with me a lot about her personal background, but from what I've learned, she has a personal connection to the changeling, but just doesn't want to tell anyone their name in order to keep the surprise afoot.
Great. So, basically, if we think it's a changeling and it's not them, Hephaestus will definitely fucking know.
I mean, I have a few things that could help us distinguish the changeling from the other, but it's very faint, and I don't know if someone's copied them or not.
Would you like to share?
Well, the changeling has a male figure. They're never themselves, so if there's ever just a changeling being a changeling, then it's not them. And apparently there's something about a left arm, but I'm not quite sure what. I haven't been told.
Oh no.
Womp womp.
Ah, yes.
Otto's looking to Virtue. Shit.
At least my addition has made it easier now.
I mean, that's not why I'm looking
you
at
did
you. You know
something
what I'm
to
doing.
the changeling? Do you know who it is?
Unfortunately, I believe I do.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Well, who is it? What the fuck did you do to their arm?
Is it really appropriate for us to give the names? I don't think it is.
I don't want to give their name, but I cut off their arm.
We could give the name.
I mean, I wouldn't feel right giving out their name like that.
I mean, we are trying to capture them.
Yes. It might not be exactly negative if the Mirage, if the leader appears to have a liking for such acts of power, as she said, as she called it. She might not have something bad in mind.
No, I'm gonna be honest, I think she actually might try to take the charisma out of him.
Yes, or make him do another game, but I suppose it's only payback for all the times they've made me play in some sort of game of this.
Well, we don't really have a way to find him at the moment. Last time I saw him was at a beach.
New person. What can you do? Can you do magic?
I can.
What kind of magic?
The same old that most changelings do. They can control minds, manipulate bodies and personalities.
Fair
blah,
enough.
blah, blah.
Well,
Okay,
I also have something with spirits. I can see them fairly easily. So.
That's interesting.
Sorry.
But also kind of useless. So
Yeah,
you
don't
see
worry
dead,
about it.
you see dead people.
Well, the short story is that I got trapped in a lantern, escaped. Now I can see dead people, so.
Oh,
Oh,
that's interesting.
would it just happen to be a lantern that traps souls?
That is what I just said, yes.
Rock, I thought the same thing.
That's cool. Yeah, interesting.
We should also probably get a move on now.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
As
You
you
don't have any. Oops, sorry.
you're fine. As you start saying that you're going to start leaving, you hear a gasp from the distance as you see just a mangy old janitorial person with a mop sort of staring at you. And then when he says something, he puts a hand over his mouth and just starts running backstage.
I
Who
have a
was he
feeling we
looking
should
at?
go after that janitor.
Who was he looking at?
He was looking at all of you just at the conversation that you were having. And then he started to
And
run.
we should probably get the janitor.
Virtuous. You aren't wanted by anyone, are you?
I mean, I'm not.
Okay. Virtue starts chasing the janitor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna go help with in that chase because Virtue's kind of gonna lag behind a little.
yeah, just
If
full on
there was
sprint
a
after this
session,
janitor.
if there was a session that a joke about Virtue's speed was not made, I think I would spontaneously combust.
But actually, I think I wait. Do I have it? Do I have it? If I don't have the spell, I'm gonna cry. I do actually.
Okay, it's
Do not
always
turn me
because
into anything.
Oh, relax. Anyways, but can I
it
use
always has to at least be 8 because I walk faster.
if I can I use Dimension Door to get in front of the janitor?
Sure.
All right, and like I'm gonna like be like, hold up, hey, slow down a bit, bud.
Kyle.
You dimension door in front of the janitor, and he sort of stumbles a bit and then runs in the opposite direction, but then
Yeah,
gets by Virtue and then sort of just stands still.
Now, we aren't going to hurt you as long as you tell us why you were running and gasping.
He sort of just goes into a loop of just looking back and forth, almost exactly the same every time, and gasping.
Can any of us recognize this janitor?
I was going to say if I could run a perception check. Is this guy like robotic or something? Is he
You
a person?
can roll a perception check. Sure, go for it.
Ooh. Which rolls for perception again? There we go.
Perception is a wisdom mod.
Well, I know I have a mod. I have like a fancy thing to it though, which is why I was like, where is it? That'd be 23.
Something looks off about this guy. It's every single time he looks at Otto and then looks at you, it's in the exact same position, actually perfect. The breathing is on beat, everything about him. It almost looks like he's on repeat.
Are the gasps in like the same exact tone too?
Yes.
Is this a fucking
Virtue.
illusion?
Can I try like poking this guy? Or like shake his shoulder. I grab and shake his shoulder.
You walk up to him and you grab his shoulder and your hand just faces right through it.
Oh,
What the what?
After you are completely out of it, its form sort of puffs into a smoke, and an Ace of Hearts card just falls onto the floor.
this is the second Ace of Hearts we found.
I wondered. Virtue's gonna walk over to June. Now, I surprisingly still remember this. I can't
But
remember.
I wonder if I can. I wonder if I will.
I think it was. I don't believe it was hearts. I think it was something of spades.
It was spades.
But when Virtue first came out with Otto's thing, there was a card. I think it was an ace of spades. Virtue would pull that out and show June.
Nice card.
We've been having these Ace of Hearts cards appear now several times. I believe I also had someone tell me bless the Ace of Hearts. But I found this once it also it randomly appeared, but it's different. I was wondering if you have any knowledge of different aces?
I mean, the people here have a gambling addiction, so they're probably just praising the hearts, hoping that it lands on what they favor.
I think there's a little more to these than just gambling.
Well, I don't know what else it could be.
This was literally found. No, now me trying to remember what Otto's town's name was.
Oslanus.
Yeah, Oslanus. One was found. An ace was found in Oslanus, which
Oh, that
isn't.
one? Oh, that was an Ace of Hearts as well.
That's in its hearts?
Yes, it was.
I swear it wasn't hearts. Like, I really remember it.
I'll go back to the session planning.
Yeah,
that's what I was doing. Like, I would look back now because I felt like it wasn't hearts. It might be hearts.
The only thing they have in common is that they're all aces. We'll just stick with that for the time being. But no matter what, all of them are aces, and one was found all the way back there, which is kind of odd, don't you think?
Some Quinn stuff.
Something's
Not
following
even.
you.
I was gonna look to Virtue and be like, you don't think it's him putting them everywhere, kind of showing that he's around.
Seems like him.
It might actually be him doing it.
And if that means that he knows that we are trying to find him.
And that
It's
means
possible.
Yep. Meaning he definitely won't listen to any of us. We might actually be screwed for this one.
Never.
Oh.
It was an Ace of Hearts card. I just looked back.
Okay, it was Ace of Hearts, okay.
All of you can tell that they seem to have no idea what happened. As a slight breeze trails in, Virtue, you feel something touch your foot. As you look down, you see an Ace of Hearts card touching your feet after being moved by the breeze.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
So many aces, and I swear he's most likely here, and that means we're going on a goose chase.
Woo!
Yay!
It's like finding a Pacific hay in a haystack.
I love geese.
Mm.
They taste nice.
But, well, how are we gonna find him is now the bigger question. It's not like we can contact him and be like, hey, come here.
Now. Don't want to beat a dead horse.
I mean, I could send them a message and ask them to come here, but I don't think they'd listen.
I mean, if he was here and he heard anything of what we just said, yeah, I don't think he would.
Unless if you had some sort of medical emergency again, but that's even not guaranteed.
Ooh, maybe you should try and kill yourself again. Maybe he'd show up.
Yeah, I don't, unless I'm dying on the floor and no one has any healing medical supplies, I doubt he'll come to save me. Not when he knows he's desperately wanted.
I mean, you had some sort of connection with him before, from what I heard from the afterlife before I came back. You might as well use that to your advantage.
I could. I mean, like, I was gonna look at Virtue and be like, do you think he'll act... Okay, this is more based for your opinion. Do you think if I'm mortally wounded, like, close to fucking death, do you think he would come if you told him everything was out of option?
No.
I didn't think so. So we're kind of fucked.
He would if perhaps it's a chance, and of course risks your life. But if basically you got mortally wounded and we all ran away, and you were completely alone, then he may somehow, at a spur of a moment, just pop out of some sort of bush or be a random person. You might not even know it's him. It might be some random bystander who walks up to you.
I'm gonna be honest, I think the only way to pull it off is if you weren't around and I somehow bugged, like pointing over to Rock and Harlow, if I bugged these two, if I get them angry enough and they started beating the crap out of me, just maybe it might work. But in
Yes,
order for that to happen, we'd have to most likely be out of town.
yes, but if we are discussing out loud, who says that Ace isn't hearing everything that you're saying right now?
You have a point. I mean, no matter what, let's be honest, he'll find out one way or another.
Yeah?
What if Ace was one of us? That would be a plot twist.
I mean, Otto's like gonna take out the mace and be like, we can figure out by knocking someone unconscious. Like, mainly looking to
Let's
June
not.
when saying this.
Let's not hurt June.
I mean, June's the one that gave the idea, I'm just saying.
I just think it'd be cool. Be
It
fun
would be cool.
story. That's literally what changelings do. Just because
I
I am
mean,
one doesn't mean I would do
I
anything
mean,
like that.
just because you are one doesn't mean he couldn't be you.
That's racist.
You can all change how you look, what do you mean?
Well, you said it in a derogatory way.
Oh my god, Hot.
I'm giving up on this. I'm giving up on that conversation. We're gonna drop that there. Anyways, so what's the main plan? What are we gonna do? I'm trusting you completely with this virtue. I'm trusting you with my life with this.
I have an idea, but I can't tell you if he's listening.
Okay.
But it doesn't involve you.
Alright, that's fine.
Well, I think right now we can take this time to try and either locate our friends or begin to. Perhaps we could find those horses we've been wanting to.
I
We are
think
in
we
a town,
we
and
are.
we have a month.
Let's get the horses later on. Let's find our friends first, then the horses. I think that's probably the best plan.
Yes.
Alright, let's hopefully find them.
And while everyone goes promptly into a shopping montage, I'm going to go. I'm going to go to the restroom real quick, and I'm going to text you, Claire, because I have a question.
Okay.
Yeah, and I actually have to go to the bathroom too, so you guys have fun with that.
Oh my god,
The
I just
guy's
got
been
an
having a
Amber
shopping-
Alert.
I've been
Oh my
holding my
God.
bladder in for hours. I need to go.
Oh my god. Rocket superstars.
Oh god, what do you fuckers want to do now that no one can stop you?
Yes.
Go shopping.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm mainly just going to look for two people that I don't know where they are because they disappeared, they vanishified.
Right. Well, they didn't vanish. June just can't find them.
Well, you know what, June sucks. So I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You've known her for
God,
less
God,
than an hour.
can't even find a cat and a half orc. God, Elena. I'm sorry, but
Wow.
Elena's really loud. The fact that you can't find, they can't find Elena.
Ouch.
It's all right. It's all right. It's just like again, I get into Harlow's mind. He's like my sister. I can make fun of her.
Here's a hint for you, Harlow. You do not have a headache, if you remember where that's from.
I do. I glanced at that earlier.
Remember that time you rang the bell, had a fun old time, and you got a little buff? You don't have a
Yeah.
headache.
Also, I realized I still have my I still have another question that I can ask Quinn. I remembered that I was like, ooh.
Can I
So do
say, I am playing another campaign with my friends. I'm not the DM, but their people are using my account for the magic items. And the person that is the DM was looking at the magic items that I've made. And he
Oh no. Oh
he
no, Claire, no. Claire, I'm so sorry. Oh no. Do you want to just tell Roxo? Because it'll be a lot funnier if we just tell him.
Sure, I'll send you the magic item that I made.
We were being really weird one night. We was talking about a lot of stuff.
Hold on.
We were like, what if we made this into an actual item? And that's how this item came to exist.
Hold on, I need to find it. I won't say it out loud
That's
because I
what
don't want it to be on
I
record on the video that I did make it. So
Also, I actually can't remember. Like, I genuinely can't remember what I'm thinking.
I remember
'Cause I'm
why I made
stupid.
it, if that's what you're wondering.
No. I'm trying to remember in campaign like why Harlow had a headache. I'm trying to remember because I thought it was from his head getting stomped in, but maybe I'm stupid.
Here, I'll take a screenshot and send it to you.
I think if I scroll back at our messages, Claire, I think I have it.
Ah.
Claire, by the way, with that magic item, is that still canon? Is that still like
you have it. It's canon.
I'm sorry. The fact that
that's the magic item that I made.
Oh no.
I was getting
Oh, no.
questions.
We were so weird. I'm both proud of that and disappointed in that at the same time. Because it's so stupid that I'm disappointed in it, but it's so funny that I'm proud of it. I can hear just rocks.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it logically, it would make sense that in a world where magic does exist, some form of magical contraception would have been devised.
Yeah, you would think like that's what I like. Literally, you would think that would exist.
Now I have to go to the bathroom. So. Don't you
Right,
dare
don't
be
worry, me and Roxo-
tattletaling while I'm gone, okay? Harlow, you're in charge. I can't believe I'm saying that.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, I love this.
Harlow's in charge or Hunter's in charge?
We never got an answer. I'm assuming Carlos is just a joke now. No, but Rock, what do you think of that? Though?
I think it's a bit interesting, especially because it requires attunement.
Yeah, we found it funny that it would require attunement. Canonically, Harlow has that on him.
Is that one of your attuned items?
It's not written down on his character sheet, but I guess technically, yes.
I have a question for you two.
What's the question?
I feel like Rock Crusher would know this, or at least Henry would. What is disguise self a concentration?
No, it's not.
Okay.
You cast it lasts for an hour,
Okay.
but it's illusionary, so it doesn't actually change your shape or size.
Yeah.
So, 8-foot person makes himself look 6 foot tall. They're still gonna walk into a door frame.
Okay.
What have I missed?
Oh, no, nothing.
Nothing as of the moment.
Yep, nothing.
Oh my god, Otto about to be stabbed by the party? Question mark. They played it
Maybe.
against Otto.
Not yet.
Yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel like Rock. I'm sorry. I feel like Rock.
Looking back
Rock
and
and
forth
Harlow.
really quickly, maybe, as he slowly pulls out a knife.
Yo, Rock and Harlow would be on that shit. I'm sorry. The one time that they would be like, "Yes, we'll be willingly."
Tiamat slowly pulls out a knife.
For real, get stabbed by a cat. Do you know how insulting that would be?
Tiamat is always packing.
Anyways,
What are you
Also,
guys gonna do?
side note before we get started back up. That
Wow.
item is the reason why I'm scared to be in solo calls with you.
What did I do?
No, just because I know our two terrible minds that like we came up with that once. What else are we gonna come up with?
I don't know if I should be flattered or appalled by what you said.
Well, I'm making fun of myself too, so don't worry.
Okay. Anyways, well, thank God I don't think you're gonna ever need to use it with another party member. Seems you have a fucking girlfriend, so just get out of that dirty mind head of yours. Anyways, what are you guys gonna do?
Just
God, we
wondering
don't.
why Harlow would need that, considering the logistics of Tabaxi orc relations.
Well,
guess
that
it's
was back when we had a misconception, and we fixed the misconception by said, "Nah, just keep it."
Yeah. Anyway, but I know Otto's gonna be trying to look for Opie and Elaine.
I'll assist.
Elaine. Okay.
I'm gonna go look for my sister and my girlfriend.
Just had to put in your 2 cents.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, I guess then Harlow make an investigation, and then Otto make an investigation with advantage.
Imagine
Thank
we
God for
find your
investigation.
girlfriend and your brother and your sister before you.
My brother. My brother.
Oh my God, Elaine,
When did I
like
have a
trans
brother?
question
Wait,
mark?
hold up. Is there? Oh, say, hold up. Is there another sibling Claire isn't thinking about yet? Oh, fuck.
No,
Not
no.
yet. No.
I got an 18.
Okay.
Hold up. I'm scrolling to my stuff really quick.
Okay. Rock Crusher, what
Uh,
are you doing while they're searching?
that's a 9. I got a 9.
Okay. Rock Crusher?
Yes, well.
What are you gonna do while these guys are looking for Opie and Elena?
Well, I thought we established we're going to do a shopping trip.
He was stuck on shopping. He's like, "Where's my shopping?"
Where's my shopping episode?
We can have a shopping episode. We already got the beach. We already got the bath episode out of the way pretty quickly.
I never want to go there again.
Party poopers.
Arlo and Rock enjoyed a little bit of it, at least.
Yeah.
You know, maybe
Rock didn't
go
have
and
to use magic to clean himself.
get for once.
Does Otto still have the cleansing stone?
Sure.
Yes.
I don't remember what that was. Hold on.
Basically, it's a ritual where you can get yourself cleaned. I don't know if it like fixes your clothes when it comes to tears, but I know it cleans you.
Oh yeah.
I thought
sure.
I just remembered it being. I just remembered it being like whenever you touch something with it, it just cleaned it. That's what I remember.
But it's also a ritual thing, so it kind of cleans, but it also does. It's a ritual thing. I don't know. I didn't get too specific of it.
Yeah. Basically, all that happened was Rock didn't have to clean himself, and Rock also didn't have to clean Harlow for once.
You still could have, but so Rock Crusher, if you want, you can go shopping for shit. If you want magic items, and just send me what you want, and I'll decide if I'm gonna be nice or mean. So I guess let's start with Harlow. So you got a 9. You have a general idea of where at least Opie might go, so you immediately head towards the forest, but you don't seem to find anything by yourself, at least. You don't see any signs, any clues of where they could have gone. But looking at the town, it looks like almost everything is back to the exact same place as it was before. There are less people out on the streets, and the roofs are still torn off of the buildings that were broken into. But it's people have just kind of like marked it away and are staying away from it, and almost everything is back to normal. But You see there are a lot more guards on patrol now.
I'll say Harlow probably won't just be walking around. He's probably like also like yelling every once in a while.
You see a couple people look at you and start talking to themselves, but you don't find Opie or Elena.
Yeah,
Um,
sad.
Virtue and Otto,
Mhm.
you don't find Opie anywhere, but you have like a keen sense of where a half orc might be, and so you start heading immediately towards the tavern areas.
Yeah.
Yep, that sounds about right.
And you go into one of the more populated ones that seems to have the more rough looking people, while everyone outside is more on the skinnier side and not very strong. The people in here are pretty strong and athletic, and you hear a lot of noise coming from it. And as you enter, you see a bunch, maybe 10 or 20 people surrounding this one table and sort of like cheering on this one dude called the Big Fist. But they're kind of like, Big Fist! Big Fist! Aw, what the fuck, man? You lost to a girl!
I think we found her.
That sounds like her.
Yeah, yep. Like if we go over, what does the big fist look like?
A giant fist. He's literally just a fist.
That would be hilarious. I wish.
The
It's
Big
just
Fist,
this.
you know those people from the SpongeBob movie that are, that beat up the bubble blowing babies? Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of just them, but instead of fish, it's a person.
I
Damn.
can't believe it.
Do we see
Or
Elaine?
it's just a fish, whichever one you prefer.
We see Elaine.
Elena is across the table, yeah, and she's sort of has her eyes closed and she's just like leaning back and just sticks out her tongue at the Big Fist.
Elena, you having fun over there?
I'm having fun beating up these babies.
I can see that. I'm sure. I would kind of. If Harlow was here, I'm pretty sure it'd be even bigger.
Yeah, where is that bitch? Hold on.
He's looking for you. He's outside somewhere.
Oh, how cute. He doesn't know where the first place I would be. He's such a disgrace. Give me a
I would
moment.
have
She
thought he'd
gets
come
up.
here too.
She
You
gets
hear
up.
like literally through the wall, Harlow yelling, "Elena, Opie."
I'm pretty sure he's looking
Harlow,
for Opie.
out of nowhere, you sort of feel someone grab onto your arm, and you turn around, and it's Elena, and she's sort of dragging you, and she says, "I don't want to hear it. Disgrace didn't even check the taverns for me." It's like, you don't even know.
Well, I found you, didn't I?
I found you.
No, I mean, it could be it could be either way. I mean, I technically found you too. So,
Fine. How about this? If you beat the Big Fist in an arm wrestling competition like I just did, then we can say that you found me, huh?
all right, you know what? Fine.
Great. She's sort of still holding on to your arm, even though you agreed to come with her, sort of quickly dragging you into the bar. And she's like, "Hey, Big Fist! This guy called your mama ugly." As
Your mom's so fat.
the Big Fist just sort of in his chair, the entire room goes silent. And they
Can I give the most intimidating glare I can?
roll intimidation.
It's always
Alright.
it's always someone talking about their mother.
The entire room sort of parts. It's like the waters are parting for you. They all get onto the walls, and so it's just you and Big Fist staring at each
Also,
other.
that intimidation was a 16.
Big Fist is not intimidated. He's never
Oh
intimidated.
no!
First, she's gonna slowly back out of the tavern.
Yeah, I was gonna join along and be like, I think Elaine and Harlow are fine. I think they're
Elena
gonna be fine.
runs out and then tries to grab onto your hands, dragging you back in.
Yeah.
And she's sort of just nodding towards you, like, yes.
This is very interesting.
Come
You
on.
have, if you're gonna keep me in here, you have to at least buy me a drink.
For real.
Sure, I can. But we want to see Harlow fail, right? Right.
Alright. I mean, free drink, so I'm down.
Hey Claire, I'm gonna ask you if I can do something. I don't figure there'd be a problem with this,
Mm-hmm.
but can I, the moment this fight starts, can I actually use one of my rages to get advantage on any strength checks I may need to make?
An arm wrestling competition?
Basically, he's like, yes, he's going to use a rage for arm wrestling. I'm not kidding.
All right. So the big fist sort of grunts at you. You kind of get flashbacks a little bit to Grunt, who was sagically crushed to death by the underground falling. As he sort of points at the chair across from the table.
I like just sit down in this chair
Okay.
with a very I guess angry look on my face. Not like I guess more trying to look intimidating, but it's not
He
really
looks
working.
constipated.
The big fist.
He looks constipated.
The big fist spits out a tooth from his mouth
It's got scurvy.
as
Yes,
he
good.
places his elbow on the table and gets ready.
Arlo just places his elbow down on the table and like just gives like a very nice grin.
Okay. And
All right.
it's in 3, 2, 1. Roll a strength check.
With advantage. So that's a natural 20.
You start off the
With a
game.
if it matters, with a +5, but
You start off the game with a sweeping motion towards your side, but the big fist isn't out of it yet. You're about two things away from it being all your game. Roll again.
That's actually an incredibly good roll. Not an actual 20, but a 19 with a +5, so a 24.
The roll goes back over into the middle of the table. Roll again.
He gets a really big fist. Oh my god, I'm actually slowly going down rolls. Hold on, I got a 23 this time.
Mm-mm. It goes a bit closer to his side.
No.
Roll again.
Oh my god. I love that dice. I love that dice now. That's a 24.
It goes back in the middle of the table.
It's my worst one so far, but a 21.
It goes over to your side a little bit more.
Oh my god, a 24 again.
It goes over
God
to your
damn.
side a little bit more.
Come on, I gotta floor this man.
This is really intense.
It is.
It's arm wrestling. Arm wrestling's always.
When it comes to Harlow, there's no shitting around.
What did you get?
18, I said.
It goes over to his side a little bit more.
19.
It goes over to your side a little bit more.
Oh my god.
My rolls are also slowly
Soft
getting
20.
worse. It
Soft
goes over
20.
to your side a little bit more. You're inches away from slamming bitch's hand
Oh my
into the
god.
table.
There's a 23. Hopefully that.
Oh, he's gaining some strength. He's gaining a little bit of strength. Roll again.
No. Oh no.
Why are both of us rolling so good for a fucking
18.
arm?
This is getting
It goes
really
over to
fucking
his
intense.
side a little bit more.
Oh my god.
Would it be possible for Harlow to sort of hear in the back of his head a little voice saying, "You can do it. You can do it." And for me to give him inspiration.
Deadass.
Are
I
you
feel like Rock.
sure?
Deadass.
No,
I feel like Rock would be in the window. No one sees it yet. Just in the window watching this, and then just like, you can do it. You
Rock
can do it.
Crusher
Like,
is
oh,
going
it's
like door to door.
it's like the ending of Harry Potter, or like what's it called? The one with the cup. What's it called?
Goblet
So
of Fire?
what do
Yeah,
I add
Goblet,
inspiration then?
Goblet of
Yes,
Fire, where the sort of the image of Rock Crusher sort of appears and gives you inspiration.
you can add a one.
What's
Everyone that you
what's your
love.
inspiration?
Bear with me.
You see Rock Crusher. You see Taco. You see Spine. You see Opie. And you
I
see
see
Elena
Keith.
getting drunk at the bar behind you.
Damn.
All of them
Uh,
are giving
it's
strength.
a D6. Add a D6.
Okay.
If the DM will allow it.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
allow.
that a 24 then.
It goes over to your side a little bit more.
Yeah.
Rock Crusher's just being like my cheerleader in the background. All right, so just straight roll now. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 16. That's pretty bad.
It goes over to his side a little bit more. It's on your half of the table, but it's getting close to the middle. Roll again.
Ooh, that's a 24. Oh, that's pretty
It goes
good.
over to your side a little bit more.
Arlo just really wants to show Elena up. That's the only. Soft 20.
It goes over to your side a little bit more. You're inches away from him hitting the table.
Oh my God, 19.
It goes over to his side a little bit more.
Oh no!
Back at it.
Okay. That's another 24.
It goes over to your side. You're inches away again, bud.
You hear in your ear Rock Crusher playing Eye of the Tiger. Take another D6.
All right, hold on. That was actually a pretty good roll, anyway. So, hold up. That's a 25.
How do you want to do it?
I just
Oh my God.
slam his. I like the moment his fist touches the table, like the table just shatters in half.
Oh my God.
this was so dramatic, but it was interesting to watch.
Like,
I
like,
never
like,
thought I'd be
like,
so captured.
not not even just the table cracks. The legs of the table go like stick into the ground like a solid foot.
Nice.
Also, somehow you guys all heard Eye of the Tiger. You're not
We
quite
went in
sure
slow
how.
mo too. It was cool.
Yeah, like it was arguably the most epic shit you've ever seen.
First, you would jump up, run over to Harlow, and offer a high five.
Harlow.
Harlow.
Damn, I'm impressed.
Harlow high fives virtue. It's like he's still trying to calm himself down a little bit after that, but like so it's like a very very hard high five.
Virtue
But-
retracts their hand, looks at their hand, kind of shakes it, like ow.
Hey, Harley, you want a drink?
Yes, I do.
All right, I'll buy it. Order what you want.
How's my shopping going?
Hold on, I'm getting there.
Cool.
You guys talk amongst
I'll-
yourself. I have to do some things.
Harlow orders some very heavy alcohol.
I mean, you can roll a con save, but it'd be at disadvantage. Unless it's within a minute of the battle where it would be just a normal throw.
I mean, like I don't know exactly because I feel like Harlow would have like gotten done, been like, yes, I want a drink, and then immediately gone over and tried to get one.
Sure, do a flat roll.
I would say
While you're
I'm
still
okay with
raging.
doing it at disadvantage because I'm okay with having a drunk Harlow, but
Sure, whichever one you'd prefer.
you know what? That's an 11.
Okay, hold on a second.
How much am I paying for this drink?
Harlow gets like a dwarven spirit.
gold for all of your drinks.
Alright. Oh, I'm supposed to be paying for Harlow's. Elena said she was buying me and Virtue a drink.
Elena, Harlow, sorry, I almost forgot about the most important part. Harlow, you're almost in the blind rage right now. Not to the point where you'd kill someone, but you don't know what the fuck is happening. You're on a riding high, your adrenaline is rushing, you're thriving at the moment. You
It's like
slam that
edge
bitch
of a
into the
rage.
floor. You make a crater around where you are. You get up and you sit at that table. The tavern owner comes by and you swear that he looks like Grunt. He looks and you go, Grunt, is that you? And the tavern owner slams down a thing of very, very stinky and very smelly alcohol. You don't even pay. You grab it and you down that whole thing. And as soon as you do it, you almost get tears to your eyes as you start to thank Grunt for everything that he has done for you and everything that he accomplished in his life. And your adrenaline high goes into a full crash and you start throwing up on the counter. Elena looks at you, goes, I knew you were a bitch, pussy. She grabs the keg that you just drank from and put it over your mouth and kind of like holding your head there so you throw up into the thing. And after you're done throwing up, you look at it and say, tasty, and almost try to drink out of it, but she stops you before you can do it.
Oh my gosh.
That sounds about right.
She was just like petting you as you were throwing up. Like that's so
Or,
important. Like that friend at a party when the person's hanging over the toilet.
You think he'll be okay?
He like throws up, and then like he stops throwing up, like starts coughing, and then like a little bit of tears in his eyes, starts throwing up again.
Oh my god.
She's just rubbing the back of his head.
Virtue, you think
As
he's
he's
gonna be alright?
Yes, just liquor jumping around adrenaline. He'll be fine in like 5 minutes.
This isn't fun anymore.
We have to keep an eye on him because Opie told me that she met him when he was drunk out of his mind, and we can't be having him cheating on her. Just saying.
I've
Close on that bitch.
I've never seen him get to like this degree of like he's puking his guts out.
Oh well, he
You
won't be
never
drunk
know.
afterwards.
We
You know,
do some
it's been
weird
evacuated the
things.
system.
I'm sorry. If he tries to get with a girl, I would fear for the lady because I feel like he'd throw up on her.
That's why
Or
we
him,
gotta keep a
we don't know
close
how his
eye
thing
on
is.
him.
I'm pretty didn't whatever. Well, speaking of Opie, do you know where she is?
She ran away.
I swear to God.
After the whole, like, you guys getting eaten alive by the creature,
You would think
she
she'd stay.
she saw you get eaten and started bursting into tears, saying something like, "Oh God, that's gonna happen to me," and then ran off into the woods. And I haven't seen her. She didn't tell me where. I tried to chase after her, but she's slippery. I couldn't catch
She's a
her.
cat.
I could send her a little message saying to please come back and we're fine.
Yeah, do you want to do that? I can watch Harlow with Opie. Not Opie.
I can do it while I'm here.
Alright, well, I'm not going to fear Harlow going anywhere, considering he is...
Tried to go out the door.
Harlow, your ass back in here.
I gotta go find Opie.
No, you're
Opie,
not
no.
going to.
You're not gonna go look for Opie drunk. Get your ass in here.
Rock Crusher,
Alright.
you see Harlow sort of start walking out drunk out of his mind, and then Elena dragging him back in, just to let you know.
Mercy's helping.
Looks like they're having fun over there.
Did you get my message about
see Rock Crusher?
You can see him.
Harlow's like, Rock Crusher, I need to find Opie.
deadass, I was expecting Harlow to be like, "Help! They're forcing me to stay inside."
Come here, kidnapped! As he's dragged by his feet. He's
Deadass,
reaching out.
I actually see
And then, like,
Elena grabbing
as he's
by
being
the feet.
as he's being dragged back, it's like a really long, like overly extended.
No! Okay, I'm gonna
think it's
send
the best.
Opie a message, for sending, so she's gonna hear Virtue's voice in the
Oh
back
god, I
of
have
her
to come up with 25 words. Hold
head.
on, I need to think.
And Virtue's just gonna say, "We are fine. We survived. Please come back. Harlow is drunk."
Okay. You get a message back saying, "I cannot. It is time. Harlow knows. Don't come for me."
This is the worst time for Harlow to be drunk.
Well, Virtue's just kind of gonna look at Otto and be like, "She's not coming back." That sounds fun.
Well, Harlow, don't be scared. Opie is not dead.
Where's
She
she at?
replied, so she said that you know, but that it was time. I don't know what that means.
She went back to her tribe.
Oh,
Wow, never thought he'd be so. Who would have
is he
thought just getting him
laughing?
drunk got knowledge out of his fucking mouth?
Hi, I'm here now.
He says this like very sadly, by the way. He says this like very sad. Like
Is
she went
that
back.
bad?
No, I just wanted to see her.
Oh,
How adorable.
Markrusha is also now here, but he's also looking.
oh, hello,
busy.
Crush. I almost didn't notice
Crusher.
you. I don't know how, since you're 7 feet tall.
He's got a new belt. And he's looking visibly buff.
What an interesting belt you have.
It is, isn't it?
Well,
Just to
matches your
keep you. Go
scales.
ahead.
so I assume we're gonna be in town for a bit. Should we find somewhere to stay and maybe have Harlow lay down?
I don't want to lay down.
You're already on the floor.
he's like laying on the floor. He like crosses his arms. He's like, I don't want to lay down.
Elena, would you like to drag him around while we look for a place for him to actually be in, like an actual bed?
Oh, gladly, I could do that.
This
Alright,
is a
let's-
tavern. Is there any rooms in the tavern?
This tavern doesn't look like it has an inn attached to it.
Okay.
Alright. Imagine dragging him up a flight of stairs. That'd be horrible.
You just see, like, he just goes, ow, 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 as he's being dragged up the stairs.
Now, Harlow, listen here. If you throw up
Mhm.
on my armor, I will single-handedly cut off your head and shove it up your own ass, okay?
Oh, I
Why
have
do you
a.
need her?
Because I am not like you. We are different people. I'm
Just-
armored to
you
protect
just flex
myself.
off, just flex it off.
Harlow, we are not the same person. I can't do that.
I
Well,
will personally.
If he throws up on you, I can
I'll
clean it
clean your
myself,
armor.
Elena. Yeah, we can.
Clean your
Any of us can clean your armor. We
You
promise.
can clean my armor after this bitch is dead, okay?
Okay, let's not kill him because we actually need him.
Apparently not. If you're just gonna be a dead weight.
I mean, he's really only a dead weight when he's drunk, and that's not often.
What do you mean? That is often.
Well, I mean, not during battle. Have you seen him go into battle drunk?
Yes.
I think he knows.
Yes.
He has? Like, I was like looking to him, was like, when?
I've only known
Well,
him for 3 years, and I could tell you that.
I mean,
You
battle
Go
is
into battle drunk.
Virtue just pats Otto on the head. You have a lot to learn. Then walks away to start trying to find it.
No, come back here. You better tell me. Like, as Otto like chases after her, she's like, no, tell me. When was I alive when this happened? What
No.
happened? Oh, okay, so that explains it. I
Well,
wasn't
he
alive.
has, but he didn't really notice, and he was more like tipsy,
okay.
drunk.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like drunk, like not to his degree, but like you can
Drunk
tell that
drunk?
he
Oh,
was.
yes. Oh goodness, yes.
Who let this sassy child into the bar?
I'm gonna be honest. I was actually waiting for someone to be like, I was waiting for someone to throw out Otto because they think they're a child. Who let this weird, dressed up in a
Fine.
suit child into a bar?
They make
Oh,
suits
no.
that size?
Yes, they make suits this size. Actually,
I,
I mean,
that was me joking out of character.
that would have
they
been. If you said that to Otto, Otto would have been like, "Damn, he was making fun of my height."
they make suits like
It was expensive with my
who's
legs.
who's making suits?
Quinn owes Quinn like has a little company. Like a little company, it's just suits.
He owns a
Deadass?
sweatshop.
Okay, but
Deadass, I would not be shocked.
what kind of suit are we talking here?
There's a picture of literally what Otto's suit is, if you want to look at it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
an
like
art.
custom suits for anyone. And that's how he makes like extra money because even though he's like a kind of like at a god level, he still needs some money, okay?
Okay,
Okay, you piece of. Well, you two go and try and talk about how Otto got a suit from
Okay,
Quinn.
no, we're finding a place.
Roll an
It's like a-
investigation.
it's like a
Is-
business suit with a graduation robe.
Are you? Am I getting advantage on this?
Yeah, well,
yeah, that's
go
what I was
for
about
it.
to ask.
For some
I'm
reason,
rolling.
I know, that's
I
what I
get
was gonna
really
say.
excited. I get really excited whenever Claire tells me that Harlow's emotional drunk. I don't know why, but I get really excited.
Oh
Soft
my
20.
god.
That's why I do it so often.
Because I'm so good at playing it.
Soft 20.
Okay,
A distant scream. Soft 20!
you find a few inns across the town. There are some that are your standard tavern attached to an inn. There's some that are just an inn but not as luxurious. But there's one. It is
Mhm.
magical. It almost
Oh.
gets glowing.
Wow.
It's magical.
It has banners along the windows showing off an Ace of Hearts card. It's beautiful. It's pearly white, marble flooring, marble walls, kind of like the buildings that you burnt down to the ground on Kane.
Oops.
What? Where?
And it's very extravagant. There are no homeless people around it. They're all off to the side because they don't want to be on the lawn of the luxurious inn. So yeah, I've got a few options. You can either do one attached to a tavern, you can do one not attached to a tavern, or you could do this luxurious one.
I'm gonna be
all
honest,
attached to the tavern?
something's compelling me to want to check out this place. I don't know if it's because
I
we got
kind of
so
just
many.
want to walk inside.
Yeah, let's go inside. Like, I was gonna like point over to that place and be like, "Can we check that place out?" Like, it might be out of our budget, but like, I want to see that place.
We just kind of want to see the interior.
Are we all like traveling as a group at this point? Like looking
I
for
mean-
someone to
Everyone but
say.
Harlow.
Yeah.
Harlow at the moment is playing rock paper scissors with his echo.
Nice.
Can I not? Can I
And
carry?
punches
Can I
if punches
be
the
carrying?
echo.
Can I be carrying Harlow over my shoulder?
If you could get him
Sure.
away from Andrea.
Andrea.
Elaine.
Wait, oh my god, I can't.
It went from Elena to Elaine to Andrea.
Elena.
Well, Elaine's a shorter name. It's just a shorter nickname.
Elena. Sorry, I don't know why I thought. Okay, I was gonna say Opie at first. I'm like, wait, is that Opie? Opie
No.
left, and then I was trying to think of Elena.
Elena
and
is
something
currently
happened.
Elena's currently dragging Harlow on her shoulders, but you can take him off her if you want.
I mean, she's carrying him.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Should
So-
we really allow Harlow into this place? I don't really want to pay any cleanup fees if he throws up.
I'll wait outside.
I don't mind. I can front it.
Alright, let's go.
Virtue just peeks inside, like, pretty.
So this
Uh,
building, you enter through a revolving door,
Oh, it's one of those places.
and
I try and fit in the same like revolving door section as like someone else, and it's just really awkward and quite uncomfortable.
yeah, you're squeezing them into the very corner of it while you're sort of not making eye contact with them.
All
Rock,
4
don't get your-
eyes are in different directions.
Rock, don't get your wings caught in the door. We don't want an accident.
My wings get momentarily caught in the door, and you get stuck in the revolving door for like 5 minutes.
Jesus
Like,
Christ. I think Rock should have gone last.
I mean, there were other doors on the side, but the revolving door just was so intriguing, you went through it.
God damn it, Rock.
But after 5 minutes of struggling to get through the revolving door, you all enter to see that, at least on this first floor, you see that there are stairs to go up that says lodging this way. But on this first floor, it seems to be a very, very extravagant club with pearly white stages, with red velvet cushions on the stage, with poles coming from the ceiling all the way to the floor, and chairs with people in them waving money around towards people barely clothed on these poles that seem to be changelings.
Oh God, this.
Um,
Oh,
So a changeling convention or something.
it's a
well, now
changeling
we know where
strip
we are.
club. There's a difference.
Well,
Oh,
now we know where we are. Now we know why this place is so luxurious.
I don't think we should sleep here, but it definitely is.
I
pretty.
think we should.
Crusher, I'm not allowing you to throw money at strippers.
Well, see, because we only have coin money in this universe, throwing money at strippers would be kind of painful.
That hurt.
Exactly.
Gotta get their feet. Okay.
I'm assuming that you just like kind of slide it on the stage and not chuck it out their face.
I'm sure there's some guys that do. They just chuck it at them and then they get kicked in the face by the changelings.
There
I
are
actually do see that.
there are waiters and waitresses in full white suits with red accents, and they're all very proper. It's a very, very formal and extravagant strip club with the staircase to the lodging section.
It's a gentleman's club.
I hope I don't get kicked out.
Looks
Oh my
like
God.
it would be, but there are a vast variety, seeing as not only the people dancing are changelings, but a lot of people in the crowd are also changelings as well. You can tell this by the fact that they're kind of switching into different people. None of them are their actual selves other than the dancers, but they're every beat of the music that's playing, they're switching into a different person. And it kind of looks psychedelic.
Oh my
Well, I was like, I was just like, just to make sure I wasn't like mistaken for a child. I was like already going into like their coat pocket of like their suit and just like getting their ID ready. Be like, I don't want to be mistaken for a kid again. It's bad enough I was mistaken once on the street. I don't need this again.
I'll
Mm-hmm.
Are there flashing lights in here too?
There are, but Elena's trying her best to keep you outside, but you're trying to push your way into the building because you're like, oh my god, flashing colors.
Ooh, look at the colors.
I'm
So-
like, just let me. I want to. The colors look nice.
No,
It'd be
you're
worth
gonna
it.
throw up again.
No, I would never throw up because of flashing colors.
Harlow, you threw
Wow.
up on the law.
You're really good at convincing me. I guess we should go in. No, we're staying out here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so are we gonna stay here? And if we are, who's gonna go up and make the?
I mean, I could. I
I'd-
feel like if I ask anyone for prices, I'm going to be obligated into spending money here. Because if I say that I don't want to pay it, then they're gonna think I'm just poor.
I mean, if I ask, I feel like I'll be turned down and be told to screw off, kid. But I can try if you want.
Rakasha would
Fine,
ask.
fine. I will bite the bullet. I'll take one for the team. And
How many times have you done this? You know what? I'll do it. No, because you do this
Oh,
almost
no.
every time. Let me try. No, I was already like walking over.
Sit down, sassy child.
No, stop calling me a child.
You
You're not
pick them up
helping my
just
case.
by the head and put them down somewhere else.
I hate my life sometimes.
Hey, this is how we do it. Virtue deals with like the leaders, and Rakasha deals with the normal people because apparently Virtue can't talk to those.
Who wants to speak with the?
I will do so.
Because
Okay.
apparently Otto tried. It'd be a whole.
So you walk up to the receptionist, and she looks very similar to June, but just more on the mangler side, and she also has a lot less clothing on. And she says, what you want?"
Gonna get 3 rooms.
3 rooms. That'll be how about 20 gold per person?
Jeez.
I
I think everyone
finish
should pay
eating
for
and
their
I'll buy
food.
you a drink.
No.
Fair enough. Here's 20 gold.
Thank you. Make sure everyone comes by here to give me the money.
Ha!
Well, no, I'll pay you now. Here's 20 gold. Boom.
No,
Sack of
no, no,
gold.
no. Like
20
20
per
20 per
person.
person.
Oh, well, that sucks. Cool. Fair enough.
Okay.
Here's
You'll be in room number 43, sir.
Nice. Take my key.
She gives you a golden key with a feather on the end of it.
Oh, how cute.
High
I think
class.
Otto's probably gonna walk up next.
Who are you with, or is it just you singular in the room?
Single. I'll get a single room, please.
Right, 20.
Alright, I'm gonna pay the gold.
You'll be in room 147.
Okay. It's like Otto was just going to room 147.
I better be writing these numbers down.Hold on. I haven't.
147.
You said
After
127?
43,
127.
47. 47.
40. Oh.
Aren't I in 47?
You're in 43,
43.
I think. That's a number I just
Why'd I
put
get a-
down. So.
We are now.
That's like really far from like Rock. Damn. Oh well, we didn't say we were really supposed to stay close in it.
I
Okay.
just assumed Otto and Virtue were sharing a room. When I said
How about
free
you, miss? Or ma'am? Or sir? What do you want?
person.
Individual.
I was hoping to book a room.
Thing.
Okay, 20.
Virtue would hand over to 20.
Alright, you'll be in room number 1.
Thank you.
It's right next to the door of the strip club. It's really loud.
Oh my god.
There's a vending machine right next to your door, and it's
You walk up the stairs, and the first stair on the one flight of stairs is your room.
The stairs, my room?
Right, the one right next to the stairs at the top of them is your room.
Okay.
Harlow, Elena drags you into the room. And she just says, a room we'll share. Alright, that'll be 30 gold per person. What? 30. You heard what I said.
Oh no.
Didn't those fuckers just get 20 per room or something? Well, I'm saying 30 now, so coffee.
Hey, Claire, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I just have Harlow cock his head back, giving the most menacing, creepy look if I can get a high enough intimidation?
Roll intimidation with disadvantage. Wait, roll flat intimidation because Elena will help you.
Okay.
She'll like help you onto your feet.
Ooh, that's a good roll. That's a good roll. 21.
The receptionist sort of looks at you, and while you did get very good, it's kind of it's not that great because you're like slightly drunk, but it's
Mhm.
good enough for her to say, "Ugh, this is exactly why your rooms are 30. Just take it for 15 each."
Man, she racist.
Elena
So funny girl though.
Elena says, "Harlow, can I sit you down for a second?"
Yeah.
Okay, don't throw up, okay? Or else you're cleaning it, right?
He's like swaying back and forth a little bit, but he like nods his head.
Okay. Miss, do you have a bathroom that you could show me where? I don't know where they are in this place. Sure, come with me. She sort of like gags in her mouth and then goes off somewhere with Elena. Um, Maybe 20 minutes later, you see Elena come back, but not the receptionist.
Like my sister. My sister's cool.
Okay, Harlow, get the fuck up. We're in room 3.
Okay.
Wait, or was it 33? I don't remember what she said before it choked
What
on
if
me.
we just walk into the different rooms until we find an empty one?
Well, we have all these keys. We can just choose one, whichever one we'd like. See, there's like
Hmm.
2 through 200 that you can choose from. You choose your favorite one.
Hmm.
Which one are we
How
feeling?
about how about 9
9? All right, bud.
or 10? That's the highest number I can count to.
Harlow,
At the moment.
At the moment,
how
I'm
about
not
how
saying
about
I'm
we
not
how about number 11?
11. What's that?
11's the number after 10.
Okay,
Whoa.
sure.
Cool, 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 cool. I'm not gonna try any harder than that. She grabs key number 11 and then grabs you and helps you up with an arm around you, trying to help you move as much as possible as you all head towards your rooms.
I was gonna say before that, Harlow accidentally throws up on the receptionist's desk.
Nice.
No.
Oh. Rockish isn't heading to his room. He
Oh,
is
okay.
partaking of the delights the establishment has to offer.
Sounds
Sure.
good. Well, I'll explain what happens when everyone else goes to their room. That's what they're doing before we get to you.
I was checking out the room first.
Okay. So we'll go with the first room, literally. Virtue, you walk up the stairs to where it says lodging, and as soon as you walk upstairs, you see a long hallway of thing with doors and rooms. Jesus, I had a hard time saying that. You see a long hallway with rooms on either side, and then a spiral staircase going up with more rooms along as well. And as soon as you walk up the stairs, you stop and see to your left is room number 1. And as you open the door, you see that it is a very extravagant room. There's a king-sized bed with red covers and golden arches as your headrest, your backboard, whichever you want to call it. There's a full bathroom with a bathtub and a mirror in it. High luxury of life in 1322. And there's even a fireplace as well. And this room is fairly cold. But as you start to like look around, you do hear you hear that the walls are very thin. And on one side you can hear a couple having sex with you, and on the other side is the
Ew.
rest of the club.
Woo.
Oh, trying to get some earmuffs.
Otto, you start heading up the spiral staircase and, shit, let's do this. So you start preparing yourself and you start going up the staircase. You start spiraling and going up, getting out of breath, having to stop, going up again. If you leave it, going up another time, getting out of breath again, having to stop for dinner, going up until you reach
Jesus.
the very top floor where you find your floor 147.
Why is it so fucking high?
And it's exactly identical to Virtue's room as well.
At
Harlow,
least it looks nice.
Harlow, on the first spiral staircase, you go up one floor and you see your floor 11. You enter the same room as before. Opie throws you, not Opie, oh my god, got ahead of myself.
Oh,
Elena,
risky. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Elena immediately throws you into the bathtub, says, "Clean the fuck up," and closes the door behind you.
Drown stuff in the bathtub.
Merlo immediately thinks that he can't get up out of the bathtub, so he starts freaking out. It's like, help! I can't get up! I can't get up!
You hear the door open, and Elena's behind it. Harlow, you can get up from a bathtub,
Oh. He stands up as like, oh.
but you better not get the fuck out of there until there's throw up off of your face. You smell better than you already do, and all of that stinky mucus slime is off of you, alright?
Fine.
How the fuck do you even get mucus on you?
I can hear them arguing through the paper walls.
Yeah, it's the floor right above you. So you have Harlow and Opie. Oh my god, I keep saying it. Harlow and Elena above you, and the couple having sex next to you, and then the rest of the club on the other side.
Claire, can I hear anything from the floor I'm at? Or is it just
No.
dead quiet because of how far I am?
Just to fuck with them, can I knock on the ceiling above, like right where I hear, right where I hear Harlow and Elena?
You knock on the ceiling above, and
Can I say Harlow knocks back?
excuse me, I'm having to deal with something here, so I'd appreciate it if you stop knocking up on my room, or else I'm gonna come down, knock your door down, and personally fuck you myself, okay?
That's rude.
You're the one to knock on my ceiling, or you knock on your ceiling, fuck!
Your floor, my ceiling.
I wonder why
Okay.
Otto was giving such the
Well-
highest fucking
Well,
floor.
you guys fight and bicker. Rock Crusher, let's get back to you there, bud.
Mm,
What are you gonna do?
well, generic strip club stuff. Sit around, kind of weird. Just sort of throw some gold coins at strippers' heads.
You're the old man that sits in the back, just nodding approvingly.
Yeah.
With one of your, do you want to roll to hit just to see if you hit?
What am I rolling with here? Strength for dex.
Roll a dex.
I assume you don't want to hurt them.
Well,
5.
okay, you don't hit the sex worker. She even dodges out of the way and adds it into her dance move, and then more people start trying to throw gold coins at her, and she
Oh my
dodges them as well. One of them accidentally dodging her and hitting one right next to her. But she's fine. Is there anything else you'd like to do in your
And then probably
shenanigans?
once I'd like a bunch of drinks, probably just acquire a lady of the night
Okay.
and retire to room 43.
Yeah.
Why am I the only one that got it in the fucking 100?
All right, bud. So let's say you lost about 8 gold coins, just throwing them at the sex workers, and then you find a random lady. She's not drunk out of her mind, because that'd be weird. Both of you are sober enough, okay? Say that. And you both retire to the night, and it isn't room number 2, but you almost fly up the staircase to quicken the process.
What race are we talking here?
It's a changeling.
Oh, okay. I can be anything you want, baby.
Literally,
I was
that's
about
the
to say
point.
that. I was literally about to say, I could be anything you want me to
Oh.
be.
And before anything happens, she says, "Wait, we need to use this," and out of her pocket.
No.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Fucking hell.
Claire, you're laughing too much. No.
The magic item. She pulls out the flexible condom and gives it to you, so you can add the flexible condom into your inventory.
Let's go, dude. Bros both got it. Let's go.
And
Oh.
after
It's my
that,
equipment.
all of you don't have to attune to it, by the way, just letting you know.
Okay.
All
Cool.
of you can take your long
Equipped.
rest if you don't want to do anything else. Is there anything else you'd like to do tonight?
I don't even think I want to
Right.
leave my room for the night because it'd be a hell to get back up.
Is this like Skyrim? Would we get a bonus for feeling your lover's embrace?
Hold on. I can come up with something.
Or do I just get like HIV or something?
Oh, no, because you're using the flexible.
Ah. See, there we go, kids. Always use protection.
Well,
Yep,
with
like
the
that.
warm embrace of another, you don't have a nightmare.
Lucky.
It's a bonus, I suppose.
Yeah, Harlow, being surrounded by at least family love, not lust, thank God, you don't have a nightmare either.
They're very different. Very different.
Harlow, you lose the effects of disadvantage for con and charisma. Rock Crusher, you lose the charisma negative. Otto, you have a nightmare, and Virtue, you have a nightmare as well.
See, you should have gone laid.
But with both of those nightmares, that's where I'm going to end this session early.
Ah.